Boy. You man? Me man? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MBTV. I'm Captain Last, Community Management at Tales Entertainment. Sorry for talking there. In the middle of all that, I was getting a glass of water. I'm joined by my regular co-caster and all-time favourite person in the whole world. It is E-Man of the Cool Gaming Bros. How are you doing?
Hi there, Lust. What a great title. Lust's favorite person.
And you doing well? You doing okay tonight?
I'm doing super, dude. I'm excited. This is la creme de la creme that we're about to watch here.
It is season 2 of the WNL. This is teams 1 and 2. So don't get much better than this. People saying Kura's up there as well. But certainly these three teams, I think, are the favourites to take the title at the moment in the WNL. And well, we've got some interesting shift in the meta lately. I think that's what we should talk about first. Especially going to be coming up on this first map, Bruins. Something AE started doing this week in training matches, which was leaked out by @WarbandLeaks. Do tweet @WarbandLeaks as well, by the way. It's a new account, which is brilliant. They leaked out that what AE's been practicing and teasing is basically it's a 6 cav setup. They take 6 cav.
Should
two
you
of them,
tell
like,
them this before the match, Lust? I thought you don't want to spoil it for the
Well, the thing is,
opposition.
Kura kind of revealed it, debuted this tactic last night against Legend, and it worked really well.
This is the new meta.
It's apparently the new meta, so yeah, pretty hype.
I like to believe that Apis Europa, being the crowning WNL team here, set and dictate the meta. Just whatever they do becomes the meta.
Well, this is the thing.
Right.
I talked to Kurt Johnson about this last night, and he said it's so hard for the Warband meta to really understand where it's at, because it's like even if a really good team is doing something really stupid, they can still win with it, and it's like,
That's
and everyone
what I'm
starts doing it and
saying.
copying them, and no one really knows exactly where the meta is.
Or at least they've been so dominating that whatever they do, the peons follow.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, that's kind of, in a way, it's the beauty of the game as well, because it's not just about like pick the strategy and that's going to win. You know, what you do in the rounds has such a big impact, and individual player skill and the teamwork, communication. It's all just a big mulch of everything important. But at the same time, it means that sort of new strategies kind of they have a hard time penetrating sometimes, because everyone knows that no matter what, if they're taking a sort of even mixed setup, they're probably going to be good against most things. But that seems to be what the 6 cav tactic is kind of changing. I mean, in the trainings, it's supposed to have been really messing up opponents. Kura are running it as well.
What are the
Legend
others?
weren't
Does it matter?
Legend weren't ready for it at all.
The most important part is the 6 cav.
Well, the way it works is they take 6 cav, 2 of them with saddle horses, and the saddle horse cav kind of take heavy, like, infantry build setups, and they rush towards archers and then try and kill them one-on-one quickly. And then I think they try and then get on horses somewhere else, but the 6 cav team has like 2 archers as well, which are doing other stuff. But the remaining 4 cav are generally just trying to like catch archers out in the open, and anyone who moves out in the open is just like, trying to pin them down and just crush them. I mean, it's kind of crazy, to be honest, just to see it all going on.
It sounds crazy, and it's bold, and it's something different. And let's see if it'll bring Apis Europa victory here.
Yeah, let's see. I think it's pretty exciting, though. We'll talk about the key players here I've got up tonight as well. Might be a little bit questionable by some. IGs, I'll start with them. I picked Ren KB, Triari, and Sphere. That was based mainly on performances last week. They're 3 German players, and the trio have just been playing really well lately. Triari and Sphere are incredibly good archers, and Ren KB has had a really nice game last week as Cav. So I picked them out as the key players. For AE, I picked Cleric Johnson, LaRue, and Axel. People are going to be questioning why I didn't pick maybe Peter or any of them. They're all key players, so it's kind of hard to call. I mean, but I was talking to Cleric Johnson last night, and he was saying Axel was playing at the top of his game right now. He's really found himself in this new tactic, and I expect to see big things from him. So I've called him out as a key player. Cleric Johnson in there because he's the big man.
Big man on campus, leader
Oh god,
of
yeah.
Europae.
Well, they don't have a leader, but I mean, he's supposedly is doing the leading in this tactic. That's what he's revealed to me. And then I just put LaRue in there because LaRue is kind of a player you can rely on to just play pretty well. He's arguably the best archer in the scene. Top tier, as he would say himself. So that's the reasoning behind that. I mean, the reality is that all of these players on both teams they're all key players. They're all capable of doing insane things. And, we've got no way of knowing who's going to be the stars tonight. So it's going to be exciting to watch.
It is. This is Division A, determining who is going to be leading the forefront of the pack.
Yeah. I think that it's going to be one of the key, the key deciders in where the top few teams are going to be placing. Obviously, both of these teams' games with Kura are going to be important as well. Most people are expecting Kura, IG, and AE all to beat any team, all of the other teams. So it's going to be like they've got 5 wins plus however they do amongst themselves.
That is why there is much hype for this match.
Yeah, a lot of hype. It's one of the key ones. We've also got AE versus Kura is going to be in week 6, I think. I'm trying to think when IG versus Kura is going to be. I'm going to look it up for you and tell you about it right now.
I must say that Apis Europa have the cutest banner. Glad to know.
They do. It's a wonderful cute little bee. That's what it means, Apis Europae. It's like the bees of Europe. Or European bee, something like that.
Buzzing around.
Yeah. And they're a wonderful bunch of people. It's actually next week, Kura versus IG. So IG got the tough teams right at the start here.
Well, it don't get any easier.
We're definitely going to be streaming that anyway.
Challenge is what makes men rise.
You're right. It's what drives teams like these. In terms of predictions here, obviously, as always, AE are the favourites. AE just don't enter a game where they're not the favourites right now because they just seem to win everything.
I'm curious about something though. Since this WNL has had so many signups, has it also increased the pool of Division A players? Like, has it made is that a big thing?
What do you mean, increase the pool of Division A players?
Like, because Apis Europa is so used to being the dominant team in just about every tournament they're in. But now is what I'm asking is, does this WNL have like more challenges for them to face, more people to try to get at their throat?
Well, I mean, with the old ladder system, it meant that AE were pretty much always playing top teams anyway, because it was always be the top teams who got pushed to the top, and they'd be the only ones who left to play against AE. But I think compared to the last WNL, I mean, you don't have Renegades this time, but you do have both Kura and IG who are looking pretty strong. I mean, they're the biggest challengers. I think it's about the same. I mean, you had IG in the last WNL as well. I think it's about even. We also had the ECS tournament as well, where Kura and IG were both in that. And with that very dramatic last final round and the ECS, with all the scandal, you could see how close Kura came there to AE's standard.
Yes.
So I think that it's mainly these two teams, but yeah, it's a pretty intense challenge. And plus what you have as well is that at the end of the group, at the end of sort of the initial stage of the groups, you can have playoffs between the top 4 teams. So that's really where the winners and losers are decided. The winners of those playoffs are the ones who get the t-shirts. So even if you come 4th, if you can then beat out the other teams and win those playoffs, you are the champions of the WNL.
And you get a freaky t-shirt.
Get a freaky t-shirt, yeah. At freaky shirt. Definitely tweet them.
Tweet them your design.
Yeah. And my t-shirt's going to come soon, I hope. I can't wait. If we can get through Turkish customs. If they stop thinking my t-shirt's a bomb, then maybe I can finally get it.
Somewhere in customs, someone's wearing your shirt last.
Well, yeah, assuming that Freaky aren't trying to smuggle like anthrax through with these t-shirts, then hopefully it should get through eventually.
The WNL and Warband Esports is just the drug front for freaky shirts. Don't tweet them this. They're a real company and real sponsors.
They are, yeah. And what I want to say is if you do order a freaky shirt, which you should do, definitely let them know that this is the reason that you're ordering the shirt, it's because the WNL make them know that their sponsorship is being valued. We got the first second anyway, so run that map intro, dude.
Oh, we're going, okay. And we are in the game. It's live.
Live we are, and somewhat predictably, as we knew it was coming, A have gone with their 6 cav 2 archer tactic. We see Cleric Johnson
The debut.
mounts up on his saddle horse. Interesting to see the second tier cav shield as well being taken by Cleric Johnson. I really like that. You don't see that shield very much, and that's part of his infantry setup. It's pretty cool. He's got a light lance. That's really awesome. Elsewhere on the map, we've got the other infantry. I think it's going to be M. Is going to be playing with the saddle horse as well. Yeah, similar sort of setup. Looking to run around, perhaps trying to find a lone archer to deal with from the IG side. IG.
They're not very meta right now.
Well, as I said, they were aware that this is going to happen. But the thing is, they probably know themselves. They don't have time to prepare it themselves. They don't have time to train it themselves to play as well as they can. So they're going to hedge their bets on a more balanced setup. They are taking... Oh, Triari just a hit early on there from Anders. They're hedging their bets on playing a more balanced setup. It's 2 inf, 2 archers, and 4 cav. So it's still pretty cav heavy, especially for a map like Ruins. We expect to see 3 cav normally. But it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. Avery spread out as well. LaRue and Anders very spread out there on the archer situation.
The debut of the 6 cav strategy. I kind of like it that we have our
own
cool term now. Sort of like 6
cav. Yeah, it is.
6 cav.
6 cav.
And
yeah, A just moving over towards the flag. IG gonna clump together, stay pretty close. A not looking to do anything just yet, not looking to try and attack them in transit, but they are laying down some fire on them. And is putting some shots on them.
Triari getting the worst of it right now.
Yeah, he's really having a hard time right now. Only 2 archers for AE, but they're managing to get the hits off on him. And IG don't really want to move forward straight away. Oliveran is going to be the guy to drive forward along the edge of the map, pushing towards LaRue to try and filter it, like, you know, shut him down. He's very concerned about the AE cav though, who are going to be charging in now. Although this is a bit risky for the AE cav, they could be moving into the map edge here, which would be a really real problem for them. Cleric Johnson comes in and looking a bit worried. Zang goes down immediately. Renegade finishes him off. And this isn't looking too great for AE, I don't think. AM loses horse.
Oh my god, the 6 cav!
Too. Actually looking pretty solid. Shema does bring down the injured Triari. And does take down Crazy Boy as well, so pretty nice play from Shema here. Corey's got himself back on a saddle horse or something.
M's
but Renegade brings down Shema, and IG with the advantage right now, 6 players to 5, completely thwarting what we're seeing. LaRue getting trapped in the melee here. M comes in for a fight. LaRue does get a kill here, but yeah, it's brought down by Oliveran. IG still with the player advantage, and M dismounting to raise the flag now. Siphon brings down, brought down, sorry, by Peter in the meantime here as well. M raising the flag. I think they've just stole this round. I think it's a bit too late for IG. And
is it?
Oh, no, Axel goes down. If they can bring down, Peter's going down as well. M's got to stay alive for 8 seconds. Anders running towards the flag now. He knows he's got to stay alive on it. And it's going up for IG now. And they've managed to bring it back in the last seconds of this round. It could have been over. Sean finally gets on the flag round. Oh my god!
Oh, a team kill!
In the first round of the game that we expected to be so close. It's actually turned out to be a draw. I can't believe it. Anders in the last seconds gets on there to hold it for his team.
Wow.
With IG just raising the flag. And, well, that's an incredible twist in the first round here of this match. Absolutely unbelievable.
Good argument for the dominance of 6 cav.
Well, no. Certainly, IG were able to deal with it pretty well. I think A were a bit reckless with it. They have been practicing it pretty hard, but only for a week so far. And, well, absolutely stunning there. I certainly wasn't expecting that. Back and forth with the flag raising. It was a nice move by A, I thought, to just charge towards that flag when the round was running out. Brilliant play by IG to clear them off. And Anders, the hero, holds on to the draw for AE here. And that's the first draw we've seen this season, I think, on a stream. Am I right about that? I'm not sure.
Bodes well. first draw I've seen this season.
Well, these teams are pretty damn close, it seems. But both teams sticking with their tactics. Happy with how it went. A are going to be spreading out pretty wide again. It's something which they can sort of afford to do with the 6 cav, because they know that even this spread out, IG can't really push them. They can't really push into the 6 cav. They can't move out into an open space where they're going to get absolutely mobbed. I mean, IG played it pretty well last flag. Just shuffling over, staying with the map edge. It'd be interesting to see how they cope with a different flag spawn. Whether that was the best one, or perhaps they can do better on a different flag spawn. Who knows? I think the worst one for them is going to be if it spawns over towards the other open side on the outside of the ruins. Towards, I don't know where you would say that, towards the nothing. It's the nothing flag, it's in the wide open.
The nothing flag.
I don't know what you want to call it. Near the tower, I guess.
Well, that was a good
tower.
flag spawn, I think, for IG, because you had a map
I think it was.
to corral the
Yeah, I
6
agree.
cav strategy, and the same spawn happened, so let us see if AE can execute this cleaner and convince everyone to adopt the meta.
We've had a request to fix the round count on the stream.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you to whoever sent that.
Thank you for helping us out with that. Yeah, the score is still 0-0. As we had a draw in the first round.
We don't count that as a 1-1?
No, not at all. No.
Okay.
That's a 0-0. Okay, are you going to do the same sort of thing? They're clumping up, move over to the left-hand side. Peter is having a bit of a sniff around the back of the IG players. He's brought out javelins here to do a bit of jab caveling on his Corsa.
Whoa, I think someone is having a little fight.
Yeah, Peter was around there trying to throw his jabs, I think, at the IG cav. Isn't going to waste them, though. Crazy Boy just stares him in the eyes, makes him back off. IG now moving over, and interesting, the A haven't really sent a flanking archer around here. LaRue is back up on the stones. He doesn't want to get caught out, and he's going to be pretty hard to be caught over there. Coach Johnson now dismounted and raising the flag. I think that's a real nice move as well. It's going to put the pressure on IG to move forward. There's actually not much time left either, and I think IG, they've got to charge into this.
Oh, but now it's only a 5 cav strategy because Cleric Johnson is stuck on foot.
Well, it is, but I mean, IG got to move on to this now, onto his flag position. It's going to be Sarfin to hold this, as the A cav are going to come piling in from all sides in just a second. First it goes to M as he brings down Rempica, and that's brought IG off the flag pretty much already. Their flags are now even. Peter brings down Chari, 15 seconds left, and well, if IG can get onto the flag, they can perhaps raise it. Siphon dismounts, but there's 10 seconds left. They're not going to bring down these A players, I don't think. Craig Johnson does go back down, though, but with LaRue and Shimmer alive there on the flag, I think that A are going to take this win. Sphere brings down Axel, and it's, yeah, just another really close round, though. Azan mounts up and runs away. we're just not seeing these teams kill each other, though, and Sphere getting some nice kills, but...
No, it's a flag fight right now.
Yeah, and A just able to get a little bit higher and keep the IG players off the flag. You can really just see the game being...
piled up at the flag.
You see the game just being pushed to its absolute limit right now. I mean, the teams are just timing it, desperately trying to get onto the flag at the right time, get it that little bit higher, not managing to kill each other, waiting out for the fight. It's, I just feel like the game is being pushed to its complete limits at the moment. The first round one, I guess we can say, goes to AE. We do lead 1-0 now. And, you gotta say, Vegas probably with the advantage on this map. So any rounds which AE win here, they're worth quite a lot, I think. Pretty passive stuff in the first couple of minutes.
I mean, so far the flags have been about as good as they can get for IG to counteract the 6 cav here, but I wonder what they'll do if it spawns in a field in which...
Well, I wonder how, because there's a center flag as well. I'm not sure how that would play out. I think that would give a lot of scope for the AR just to do some serious damage. Right now they've not been over too impactful, but Anders I think has been doing quite a lot of work. But LaRue's sort of been kind of right in front of it. He's been a bit vulnerable. But kills, I think IG actually ahead on kills right now. Maybe just. So, I mean, just really close. And so hard to call. Every round just seems to be going right to the wire. And if the whole match turns out like this, then it's just going to be a tough one for my heart to take. Flag spawn in about 15 seconds.
The 6 cav relies a lot on waiting for the flag. It's lag control through mobility here.
Yeah, it does spawn in front of the middle ruins now.
It spawns in a really good spot for IG, I think.
Well, it's not bad, but the problem is, look, Anders is just sitting in that middle archway right now. He's got a perfect spot on the flag. There's no way that any IG player is going to be able to get around and hurt him at all. Because all their cav need to be there to defend their other players. We see IG not even moving out of that side ruin for the moment. Sphere and Liverand's just still holding out there.
No, why would they step foot? That's cav country out there. It's dangerous.
That's the thing, yeah. None of them really want to move and draw in the cav push of AE. So it's once again, team's just too scared to do anything because it's just so tense with all these cavalry around at the moment. You can see the AE cav now clumping up over towards the high ruin, and they're going to be putting pressure on, I think, this side ruin right now. All the IG cav moving in as well. We're going to see some dogfights right now. As all the cav get clustered up, fighting each other. Axel comes in for a big stab on Renny KB. Renny KB does escape alive, though. Cleric Johnson dismounts off his horse and is going to start getting into the melee fight here. Playing as the cav class.
Oliveira jumping over. Fight spilling all over these ruins. Cleric Johnson just circling around, dying. First casualty.
Right now, yeah. Oliveira does get the first kill. Axel goes down as well, but the problem is here. Oh, more kills coming in for IG. They seem to be taking this, doing pretty well. Peter gets a kill back against Renny KB. It's 5 against 7. Anything can still happen. Azan has gone to the flag to start raising it right now, but we've got IG cav coming in from all sides to attack them. Anders brings down Rempika. Flag is still a little bit higher for AE, but Siphon has evened it up, it seems. Oliveran and Siphon now both attacking against Azan.
Oh, a nice shot on Crazy Boy as he was running in, preventing a couch.
And this brings down Sphere now, and A with their player advantage right now, but IG with the flag slightly higher. It's not enough to get a win, I don't think. If they can keep A off the flag, which they seem to be doing. Siphon raising the flag now, but Corey headshot brings him down, and Shimmer and
3 seconds!
Corey dismounts, and Oliveran's still on the flag. Corey's still alive, and they're close enough for a draw. And another round draw here, the second of the game out of 3 rounds. Can you... this is ridiculous.
It's pretty amazing.
I've not seen any draws the whole time. We've now seen 2 in 3 rounds. This is an intensely close game. Both teams just desperately trying to dismount at the right time, get onto that flag and raise it. I think IG was so close to having their flag high enough there for the round win, but Corey wasn't able to get in there.
They were close, but
in time.
Both round draws ultimately though the AE win the engagements at the end of it by having players surviving.
I'm not sure about the first one. The first one I think
the only player alive was one single AE player. Last one.
Well, no, in the last one.
I mean the first draw.
In the first draw, there's only one AE player left, whereas no, there was like 3 IG players. I think IG had the advantage there. They couldn't keep Anders off the flag in the last second. In the other one, in this one, I feel like AE had the advantage. But then again, I mean, IG were doing pretty well in the round as well. I think the real heroes there from AE were LaRue and Anders, who just did some brilliant shooting there. And they were just messing up the IG players who were like piling onto the flag with their player advantage. All of them just getting headshot by the AE archers. And I did call that out, I gotta say. I thought the archers would be pretty impactful there.
And that they were?
Certainly were. Once again, teams doing similar kind of stuff. And this is just absurd. I still think it's better for AE right now. Obviously, they have a round 1, which is better. And also, I just think that getting these wins is... stopping IG from getting the wins as vague is, I think is pretty important.
The 6 cav, I mean, I like how AE wait for flag, but then they go it seems like they're hunting IG at the beginning when the flag spawns.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the point is what AE want to do. It's not attack, but they want to or sort of dominate the flag. They want to catch IG when they're vulnerable, moving towards the flag from their other position, wherever they are. Chirari now in a pretty worrying place. He's actually dropped down out of the ruins. He's going to have to run around and try and get back upstairs. I really don't like the fact that he's on the floor right now. So is Rempika, so is Oliveran. And this is troubling, I think, for the IG players. I don't know why they're not up in the ruins where they're safe. Anders going to run up in there.
Yeah, Anders just took the ruins.
Yeah, and I don't really know what the IG players are going to do from this position. I think they're going to now move into the ruins and try and take them. Or perhaps they're going to, they're holding downstairs in the ruins, which I think is, well, not a bad idea, but Anders is up top there.
Oh, Anders, pay
jumps across.
attention! Oh, and he runs.
Yeah, pretty nice work from the IG there to take them down. Rennie, KB, and Remka getting kills. Flag's gone pretty high for AE though here already. They've done that early on in the round. LaRue getting one back on Cypher, but IG winning most of the main fights here. Peter, ooh, does escape with his Corsa there, but it's a low quality horse. A with 4 players left against the IG 7 right now. IG moving on to the flag as well and raising it, and they looks like they're dealing with this pretty well this round. Shimmer does find space to go and bump Sachikori down. Rennie KB unsupported.
Oh,
brilliant shot from
God.
Spear and Triari. I told you about these Germans. I warned you about them. They are both absolutely fantastic. And that's going to seal the round for IG, I think. Impressive stuff. Crazy Boy comes over to the couch. Does absolutely miss LaRue. LaRue brilliantly spins around and has him. And gets a hit off on Rennie KB.
Oh,
nice
my
work from Shimmer as well to take him
the
down.
two-man, and then they go. Dodges his arrow, LaRue. On
Shimmer's
fire.
on his horse. Oh, I think it's going to be pretty hard for A to do this, but they still can. They need to get all these kills. But there's not much time left for them to get the IG players and keep them off the flag. Shimmer, yeah, loses his shield. He's going to go down pretty soon as well. LaRue running onto the flag, but only 10 seconds left. I think IG have done it. Pretty impressive stuff here from the Istiniarians. Shimmer, wow, doing an impressive job.
Defiantly going down with a kick to his opponents.
Did he kick his?
You guys may have the flag, but I have my pride. Screw you.
Or did he kick while he was dying or something? Typical BM from Shemmer. But no, that was well,
that was
a pretty interesting set. Yeah, 1-1. It ends 4 rounds with overall draw, and I think the people who should be feeling worse about that is IG. I mean, they in one sense they've sort of lost. They've lost potential round wins as Vegas, which is what they really want to hold on to. And the other sense is that they sort of threw away the first round. I don't know. They could have done something. They could have maybe made like a little small human wall just to try and keep Anders off the flag. They should have charged towards him and just started hacking into him or doing anything. They knew that he could run towards the flag and try and raise it. I think they wanted to try and raise the flag to try and keep him off. I don't know. Whatever they were thinking. I think if they'd have played out differently, they might have done it a little bit better.
But so far, I am not seeing the game-changing, forever redefining purpose that is the 6-cav.
Well, I think if IG hadn't been ready for this and they hadn't known it was coming, then we might have even seen 4-0 here, because this is something which is so hard to deal with if you're not ready for it. But we've seen IG handle it pretty well indeed. Like certainly a lot better than Legend handled it versus Kuro yesterday. We have a nice tweet in here from Mara saying, "Great play from both teams, though it's sad we had 2 draws. Great match away." How is that sad? I think the 2 draws are the best bit. They're the most thrilling part. crazy Mara. And it's actually quite cool we had.
About a draw. A draw means that both teams are struggling and vying to see who's better, and they just can't get one up each other. So it's very
goddamn close, yeah. And it's nice for IG that they managed to get around as well out of that set. They certainly deserve one. What's quite cool as well is that we had 2 players from this match commentating on the streams last night, LaRue and Rennie KB. Thanks to them once again.
Heard them speak, now watch them play.
Oh yeah, and both their speaking and their playing are absolute delights.
I'm surprised IG won that for giving up the ruins, though. That's the surprising part.
Well, it's strange
they
that
might
sort
have
of what they did is they
AE with their 6-cav, their bold strategy to try to take the ruins.
What they did was they kind of like they ran inside the ruin though, and then IG and A kind of rushed in. I think let's swap the sides rounds. Well, we go back into the match. I think it's now live. Score is 1-1, which is completely weird.
After the first set, the score is 1-1.
Yeah, and IG playing as Nords now against A as Vegas. A taking 6 cav and 2 archers. IG with the same setup, 4 cav, 2 archers. But they're playing outside here. I think it's a different kettle of fish. They can't hold ruins, which is basically a lot harder. What they're going to do, I think, is move up to this hill, which is kind of like holding ruins, I guess, because they're kind of hard for cav to operate in. The problem with it for them is that they're now so far away from the flag spawns, except for one of
Yeah,
them.
if they have to make a trail of tears across the map lag, those cav are gonna eat them up.
Well, I think, well, look at the flag spawns. They got the one which is right in front of them, which is going to be okay. I think they can use the map edge, use trees. The one on the other side of the map.
They'll be set if it's there.
The one on the other side of the map. They can actually do a pretty good job of running through the village using the fences and the walls and the houses. They'd probably be okay there. You go up into the rocks there and get across. The problem is AE could just charge the flag and try and raise it, which I think would probably be the best move for them. And then if it's in the ruins...
Yeah,
AE looking pretty hungry.
Sounded because they are running in with their cav.
Yeah, they've seen Triari. Seems a bit isolated from the pack here. The IG cav, I'm going to be able to save him. Crazy Boy's going to go out of there. But Triari's going to jump up onto a rock, though, and make it a little bit harder for...
Yeah, he's very protected on that rock. Cleric can't get at him. M's trying to as well.
Yeah, they goes for a kick. Shema though with a brilliant jump bump slash. That was absolutely fantastic from Shema Rush. But the first kill goes to Corey with a jab cab kill against Axel, one of our key players here. And Triari doing pretty
This is the pinnacle of fighting.
Right now. Crazy Boy gets a kill as well, and IG wants to get the fair advantage here. 7 to 6.
That corpse just sitting atop the rock.
Wonderful play from Shemaf Rush here. The guy is absolutely looking flying as Cav, as we know him to be. Getting kills here on Siphon. And A, the fair advantage 6 to 5 right now. Low health for Oliveran. And there's a vulnerable here. The flag is all the way on the other side of the map. Larusi's going to go over and raise it, I think. Anders picks off Corey here. And I don't think IG got a chance. If LaRue gets the flag, like the only chance, I mean, they can't even get there in time to stop him from raising it,
IG are in shambles. Their rock was besieged.
It started pretty well, but it was just wonderful and a play from A there. They saw the opportunity and they've obviously done that before, and they know how
smart
the 6
to
is working
fight
out.
them at such great distance from the flag, because IG would be so focused that they can't reach that flag now.
No, I think they can. There's still a minute left, but they spent a lot of time fighting out in those rocks. Crazy Boy missed the couch dance there, a bit late to it, and it's just going to get harassed and charged
nice
out.
Jab throw on Peter's horse from Rumpa.
Yeah, they've been pitted down, but M raising the flag now, and it's just such little time left for IG. They're going to have to just run into the flag. They've all got such low health. I mean, even horse bumps are going to bring them down at this point. But they've also got to deal with like a massive crossfire and like a whole bunch of a super top quality bump cav plus M and Peter on the flag. This ain't going to happen for IG.
Yes, they are way too injured. I love the
This ain't gonna happen at all.
Push.
Yeah, I mean, they actually made a nice effort. But M finished off a live around there. Takes fear. I think they perhaps should have just saved their gear, to be honest. I mean, that wasn't gonna happen at all.
Yeah, it was just hopeless at that point. They had the pressure of the remaining and outnumbered AE players, as well as the flag pressure. It's just too much.
Yeah, definitely. I think what we're seeing there is how A have planned this and how they expected this to go.
6 cav fruition.
Yeah.
That fight was so glorious. Those men fighting on top of that. I mean, I think it's exemplary. Like it illustrates this map perfectly. Just the pinnacle of fighting on top of these rocks.
It's
the
crazy.
peak of play in the war.
And when you Shema Farash's beautiful jump bump slash was just absolutely fantastic as well. So I mean, that was really nice. Guys, remember you can tweet us in as well. You can at Captain Last and hashtag WNL3. Let us know how crazy you think this game is going. Yeah, I think it's insane, but
where
also
are the
very
flaws
impressive.
in this strategy? Tweet us, tweet away.
I do think the same kind of thing running over to the same side. I think this is. I don't know about leaving Triari there. Are they gonna try and come off again? Split up and try and hunt him down. It's hard to know. Siphon hiding behind a tree. I think they can probably see you there, Siphon, but nice idea anyway. Rest of the IG cab just running around.
LaRue really trying to game the environment here. I've not seen many people scale this rock, but he is trying.
Let's see him right around the back of the village. Oh yeah, he's up on those rocks over there. Also Shmaf Rush. So they're sort of just circling in on IG right now, taking map control. And this is the thing with 6 cav, you can see on the minimap how far spread out, even if you can see it, it's gone so small, just how far spread out these teams are. With the 6 cav, that's the advantage it gives you. You can just spread out as far as you like. And now the flag is spawned.
Anywhere and everywhere.
You certainly can. The flag is spawned about as good a place it can do for IG. But A is going to come in from all angles right now. Shema, Cleric Johnson, Axel, and Azan charging into towards Chiari right now. The IG cav are ready to move in, and they're ready to defend their archer here. Brilliant jump bump lance there from Azan, taking almost all of Chiari's health already, and he's got A LaRue shooting at him as well. It's just difficult. Peter gets, is that a jab somehow on Corey in the head? That's a nice boost for A to kick off with.
AE really just causing a ruckus here for IG. They're not fully
I just not able to move out. Sphere is going to get caught up in melee pretty soon. Despite
oh
despite
my god, Anders just shooting away.
Jory drops to Anders as well, and A now with the
oh my god, stops Crazy Boy cold!
Sphere getting overwhelmed as well, and with Crazy Boy coming down, it's just, I mean, I don't really have a plan here that's going to work them out. A couple of nice kills here from Rennie KB and Siphon, but Rennie goes down, just 3 RG players left. Axel takes down Replica, and A going to win this round too. Siphon gets dropped on his horse, Anders finishes him off.
Only 2 archers, but AE are making them do so much work.
Yeah, Anders
the work
a
of
nice
4
archers
as well. Performed by 2 men.
And even though we call this cav, even though we call this tactic 6 cav, the archers are a pretty damn important part of it as well. You might as well call it even 2 archers.
6 cav, 2 archers.
Yeah, exactly.
1 warband.
Well, IG looking a little bit.
They look shaken, honestly.
They look certainly puzzled, I think now.
Because it's also the pressure of all these cav running every direction. Like, that's a bit disconcerting.
But I mean, the important thing is now that say they lose these last 2 rounds, and it goes to 1-5. That's like a nightmare scenario, right? But I mean,
they no longer will face a 6 cav nightmare.
not on Sandy Bush. I mean, like I don't know what IG have been training, both maps wise, but I don't know if they can get 6-2, that they can hold it to a draw overall, 7-7, or even more on Sandy Bush. It's a dramatic change of pace, and A with this intense focus on the open maps, perhaps they won't be ready for IG's big performance on the closed maps.
I think I see some of the brilliance of the 6 cav in that even like after the engagements occur, because AE have so many people on horses, they can always regroup and refight on the flag with whoever they have left. That mobility is just too much.
Yeah.
So they're just spending all their time harassing IG, and it's working wonders.
And anyone they've got pretty much can like drop everything and just get back on a horse. They can give the saddle horses to their archers, whatever. They can. They're so flexible.
Hassan's going for something.
Yeah, Shema as well. Starting to harass in. M takes a bit of a hit. To Corey there. Crazy Boy looking pretty weak already. No flag spawn here, but A starting to close in on the IG players. Oliveran moving up into the ruins. That's he's got Anders behind him though. He's going to shoot him in the back of the head. If he sees him, Anders does see him now. But he misses the first shot. Is he going to get the second? Does get it on, but not the headshot. Oliveran sees him now. Going to start trying to throw jabs at him, but Anders not going to jump off his perch. Flag spawns in the meantime in the middle position. Cav fighting Cav here. Rennie KB getting swamped. He's going to escape just about, and a nice shot there from an IG player to give him a little lifeline. Rennie KB goes down to the couch onto Peter though. And the thing is, the problem is here when they're fighting Cav on Cav, like it's just numbers. Like IG got to win a fight against superior numbers. It's just hard.
Bringing it back.
Yeah, Siphon takes down Anders. Actually going to be moving across the ground now towards the flag. Oliveran and Replica, the IG infantry. Cleric Johnson going to be perhaps dismounting on the flag. No, not quite yet. There's still not time left in the round. I'm going to be the one to dismount now. Crazy Boy comes in to get the
IG better be careful to not go in too hard. Oh,
great couch shots there from Azan. This is the thing, you see, even when Oliveran rears up Cleric Johnson there, another AE cav is coming right in behind him. AE take the play advantage once again, and Peter just getting kill after kill right now. Corey and Siphon going down to his expertise. And is that more Peter killing happening right now?
Peter
certainly is. Crazy Boy goes down as well. showing why people do consider him to be the best player in the game right now. Rue brings down Liveran, and it's just been hard for IG to do anything here. Peter sacrifices his horse there.
Peter still gets the kill. Yes, he keeps going.
He's really finding pace here.
Continuing to kill horse.
That was kind of crazy, yeah.
It's the end for 6 cav regardless.
Oh, brilliant jab there as well from Peter. He jumped up in the air. That was insane. Oh, well, Try might stay alive here. Actually going to come in and try and bump Lance him, but yeah, Try's going to stay alive, so that's something for IG. Are they going to try something different here, IG? That's the big question, because it's not been working out for them so far.
I think IG need to throw the 6 cav up of their own. Maybe even 7.
No, they've not done it. I think they should go 8 cav, to be honest, because I think doing this tactic again, although it's kind of almost working in certain places, it's just not happened for them so far.
It is not. It is not. They don't know how to handle it.
No, they don't.
I don't even know how to handle it. It's just so bold. The new
meta. It's hard to see this round going anywhere other than another A win. We do have a tweet in here from Serkan. Foam's not playing for IG. Was he kicked out? Question mark. Foam's being benched, and getting a little bit of beef there from Serkan. I want to shout out to Zahras as well. The guy joined me on the last Horse and Sword, and very handsome and very knowledgeable guy about the warband scene. Lots of very interesting things to say, and also great that he's dedicating his time here to referee this match. Interesting to see this. If you can find Chirari here as well, you can see what he's doing. He's got a war spear playing as an archer, and whenever he goes to shoot, he drops it on the ground because, let me tell you, if you're an archer and you've got that war spear on your back, shooting in third person is like so hard. It just gets in the way every time. Nice little touch there.
Well, with all these cav, you have to do something, and at least IG are equipped to handle them. It's just the strategy is subpar. Every strategy is subpar to 6 cav.
IG made it to the side ruin now. Zoning it around them. Crazy way. Oh, brilliant shot from LaRue. From that low ruin right into the head. That is absolutely fantastic stuff. LaRue taking his favorite Kurgit bow on the ruins map. Does take an arrow to the heart now, but he's going to stay alive. Just try and fire shots off into that side ruin. But absolutely wonderful kill there from the Belgian.
Oh, it's a 5 cav. Little subtle variation.
Oh yeah, Azam has actually gone and played archer. That's an interesting change. He's playing a cav archer though. Oh, I think this is a special little glitch where you can if you have a hunter, you can swap around. He's actually playing a. Oh, that's a catch off there from Corey. But as I was talking about him, it's a glitch I think where you can swap to archer and keep your hunter. So he's playing as a heavy horse archer. Not able to make it work though, as Corey catches him napping.
Oliveira is knee deep in enemy territory.
Yeah, Anna's just playing it really awkward. It's so hard for infantry players to catch you as you mess around with that Bruins little bit of architecture.
Oh my goodness!
Brilliant shot
gets him while he rounds the corner.
Yeah. Oliveran chasing after Anna does get his prize eventually, but at what cost? A with a 5, well, 1 player advantage here against the 5 of IG.
And now the advantage in mobility. IG scrambling to get over there with their colorful assortment of men due to the different health they have.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem for IG right now. They are on lower health, whereas A looking all pretty much full. A gonna get onto the flag now as well and start raising it. And yeah, difficult for IG to know what to do here. They do take M off his horse. Actually comes with a brilliant catch out. So River goes out to Shimmer for Ashen. It's just every time they move out to the open, they just look so vulnerable and so weak here against all this cavalry. Shimmer and Axel here. Oh, brilliant shot from Chirari. Takes down Shimmer there, but in the meantime, LaRue does get the headshot on Siphon. Just 2 IG players here. The 2 German archers left against AE. They're really pelleting Axel, but it's not going to be enough. Peter picks up a saddle horse. He's going to come in around the back.
They're coming from the bushes. LaRue from the bushes.
Yeah, LaRue brings down Chirari, gets a double kill on Sphere as well, and that was pretty convincing stuff from AE right there, I think.
That was simply amazing. That was really bringing that new meta to fruition. I mean, they hyped it up, but it works. It works for me.
My concern is that IG didn't switch it up enough, though. A gonna be happy with that, but perhaps not as happy as they would like to be. 5-1 is not a score they may have envisaged for themselves. Uh,
That is rough
I
going
think-
into the next one. That is honestly very rough.
Yeah, it's hard, but I think IG can pull this back. It's certainly not over, especially with those 2 draws. It's meant that the overall score for A here is not as devastating as it could be. 5-1 is a lot better than 7-1.
AE
Yeah.
have been known to snowball harder, essentially.
I mean, well, yeah, you think like if they can get 3-1 and 3-1, which is possible. I mean, these teams are obviously pretty close. If they can get 3-1 and 3-1 overall here, then they've got a draw. If they can get anything better than that, they've got a win. So it's like pretty good. The only concern, I guess, is are the players just too good in AE? I mean,
Individually?
individually, yeah, and like I feel like infantry players, they got Cleric Johnson, who is certainly one of the best. Scar looks like he's going to be coming in here now, top tier infantry himself. Lurunan is going to be totally brutal on this map. Although, to be fair, so are Sphere and Triari. Both archer pairs for these teams are going to be pretty impactful, I think, here as well. Be keen to see how many Cav we're going to see as well. I'm not quite sure. And will we see an appearance from Blivandafar? He seems to be sniffing around.
Might be a few rotations for the roster for this one.
Yeah, I think so. I'd be surprised if we don't see Cleric playing on the closed map, but not sitting in the roster right now. Perhaps he is going to be sitting. Maybe he's been practicing too much as the horseman, so they've decided to keep him out here. But
He was the
I feel like
brainstormer, the brainchild
Yeah, he was.
behind.
I wonder because A's roster's pretty big now. I wonder if they're sort of practicing different teams specifically for different maps. Like they sort of had these players been playing these maps a week, and then the other players playing the other map a week, which is some pretty serious training they've had going on if that's the case.
I'm glad he's still taking the WNL as serious as any tournament they participate in. AE is always in it to win it.
Oh, definitely. Especially with the prospect of t-shirts for the winners. And I think AE, this hoping they're going to have a little meet-up in the summer. And if they can all meet up wearing their t-shirts, they're going to be feeling pretty cool about that. That's going to be a nice little boost for them.
We are the best warbanders, and here is our recognition.
Exactly. Certainly, it's on the cards for them.
I think
IG
it's
though?
up to all these teams to prevent this from happening. Do you guys... I mean, AE has been a dominant force for so long. You also want to give them t-shirts, people? Come on, IG. No, you don't.
IG certainly can do it. I would be supporting IG, but my t-shirt still hasn't arrived from Freaky. When it does, I will be a diehard IG fan.
Man, it just seems like you've been waiting. You should have got the like priority shipping on that.
I did. I paid for the most expensive shipping, but it didn't work out. They sent me another one though, is the thing. So like, there's a chance that they might both eventually
They
get
should
here
give
and
you a
have
little
two
a
t-shirts.
cap to make up for the mistake in the first order.
I don't know if Freaky do caps. But if they did,
They need to expand their wardrobe. Caps,
yeah.
then
Mouse mats,
underwear.
underwear, yeah, definitely.
I'd
I want to
wear
get
AE
like
underwear.
I want to get a Kruger thong. I think is what I want. An AE, I don't know. Just any kind of AE undergarment, I think would be pretty cool.
I want my Havik Orden swimwear.
To cover up your white noise.
That one's pretty good.
Thanks, dude.
But
High five.
we are going to the land of Sandy Bush, a desert land, very dry.
Much like Ankara, in fact. Very much a desert. But not as much bloodshed in Ankara. I mean, Sandy Bush sees a lot of fighting. I think if I lived here, I just, I wouldn't live here. I just
The
move out.
residents of Sandy Bush moved out long ago. You can see their shops all boarded up too.
And their graves as well.
This used to be such a great place to live, and then all these friggin' Saranids and Vagers come in and just use our village and just litter it with their bodies. Every day we gotta go out and dispose of the corpses and burn them, and it was just too tiring. We just closed up shop and moved. That's why in the middle of Sandy Bush you see all those like those Brussels on the ground and all that like food tossed over. They just like, screw it, we're gone. We're out.
I'm gonna kick over my basket of cabbages on the way out.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
yes, teams switching out players, getting ready.
But for some reason, the Kingdom of Vegas and the Standard Sultanate, they see a need to fight over this destitute little village in the middle of the desert.
That's all it is. It's a desert. Nothing's out here except this little village.
But it's a control point. I mean, there's a reason that teams and factions are fighting over it. And well, for our teams tonight, Aperture Europae and God of Istiniar, it means more than the mere war of the factions of men. This is a war amongst gods.
Good lord.
And it means points and rounds in the WNL. And few things are more important than those. Hit that map intro because we're about to get started here, I think.
Okay. And we are in the game.
We are now live, yeah. Interesting setup from the two teams. Actually, almost identical. The only difference being I just taking an extra cav, but that is going to function as an infantryman. It's a dismounted cav in the form of a Livran. Going to be dropping some extra scimitars because the Vega cav can buy them for free. So basically, it's pretty similar stuff. 5 footmen, 2 archers, and a cav. Pretty standard for this map. Corey going to be the cav for IG with Shemafresh taking the role for A. Pretty expected stuff. He's a Shemafresh probably the best closed map cavalry player. Interesting that they've dropped Peter as well, though. I sort of feel like A probably have planned this tactic, and obviously they don't want to change things around because obviously they're doing pretty well anyway. They're 5-1 up.
I'm seeing quite a few different faces on A right now. We got Bliv in here.
No, but I mean, when I say change things around, I mean like they've changed their players, but I think they've always planned to have these players playing on this map. Whereas I think like in response to the last map when they saw Peter playing so well, maybe it might have been worth keeping him on if he's obviously having a good night, being flexible and allowing him to play on at the expense of another player. But I think this is their game plan and they're going to be sticking to it. We do see Beardface, Scar, Barry the Hut, and Bloody Death all coming in here for A. Not as many changes from IGs. It looks like Marek and Foams is going to be the only changes. Those 2 players coming in. Flag is going to be spawning in the graveyard.
They're already getting bombarded. Beardface
Yeah, A in there
does
already.
not want to let them cross.
We can see the A infantry as well stacking up on the right-hand side of this graveyard. They're going to be pushing out as IG come in. IG raising the ladder. They're going to be attacking from the other side, though, I think. A now bursting out. All of them bursting out.
Oh, they're
the IG
catching
forces.
them while oh no,
Yeah.
the IG push goes right back.
It does, yeah. But it's a brilliant move from A because they charge him right as IG are about to go up the ladder, and it means that IG can't really get up the ladder now. They're going to go up now.
Siphon though takes the initiative, gets on up there. But now the
Hey,
fight skills on the front. They don't want to fight in the graveyard.
One against about 10 players here right now. His buddy's coming to support him. They're trying to get the shield stuns here. But Marek not able to find space. Scar absolutely moving into him. The Vanfire, a pretty close quarters mash up here. Deliverant trying to pick up kills for IG though. And try with a double kill. He's found space up on this ladder. And he's unchallenged at the moment. AM is going to move in here. But it's still 5 players on 5. Incredibly close. The flag has dropped almost to the bottom here.
Oh, he gets killed at the top of the stairs.
Kills coming for IG right now. It's 5 players against 3. And IG with the advantage. Triari been absolutely fundamental in this round. Another kill comes in for Triari as well, getting his 3rd of the round. Looking to make it 4 as a
oh my
fast player.
god,
But Foams gets it.
coming huge.
And Foams with a double kill as well. The super sub. Foams
The super
also casted
sub.
last week. Admin for the tournament and
That
all-round
was
big player of the
simply
scene.
spectacular, IG.
Fantastic break from IG as well, especially Triari, who just found a little bit of space. I think A made a mistake. For some reason, they didn't have an archer up on the stairs to challenge him, or maybe Triari picked him off or something. But somehow Triari found space up on that ladder unchallenged and had a good few seconds to just be firing onto the AE players. And first round to IG.
They
Barry the Heart.
definitely need to start this round with a positive.
Yeah, Barry the Heart, I think that's Deacon Barry. Blavanifar, Bibface all coming in. Rather than picking up kills in the first round, perhaps they need a bit of time to warm up here, get themselves going, but IG, with only their few changes, they're already looking fresh, and this is exactly what they need. If they can get a good score in this set, it throws everything completely into the open. Game on, that's what I say.
They felt really bold. That really backfired horribly for them.
Well, they had a clear plan, but IG reacted quickly, and then it sort of threw off A. They were a bit indecisive. M was still outside, and I think he was saying to his teammates, "Get out here, let's just buddy push into them." They did do it eventually, but perhaps it was too late, and IG had a bit of time to maneuver around, perhaps react to what A were doing. Tommy telling me that that LaRue wants to do the winners interview. You're already tweeting in. A little bit ahead of yourself there, Tommy.
That's if they win.
Already getting requests to do the winners interview.
IG don't wish to let that happen though. IG want their own interviewee.
They do. They want to get up on that platform. IG also sponsored by Freaky Shots as well, so sponsor of team and tournament here. Not suggesting any foul play or any anything untoward going on, but
IG
cool.
aren't too bothered. Even if they lose the tournament, they still get their t-shirts.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. They get something like a discount, or I'm not sure what they get. Okay, flag spawns in the middle this time. IG approaching mainly from one corner. They're going to be sort of eyeing it up, shuffling around there. Not really sure what to do. Chari and Remka moving on into the right-hand side. A going to be pushing up towards this raisable ladder, but also sending some players from the graveyard as well. Neither side wants to move into the center right now, as they're both waiting.
IG just like this
trying to get the crossfire set up.
Comfortable for Blavander.
Well, they're using the cover of the fountain because they know that Sphere is.
Oh,
Sphere,
the cover's not enough!
In the side of the head, he's just moved out of position, showing his head behind that fountain.
Blavander is quite saddened on his bench. He's worried. He's now sitting on there. Oh no, it's not comfortable no more.
Yeah, and ain't happy with that. But what are IG going to do there? A minute's gone by now. No one's raised the flag yet. Looks like A going to be dropping down, going to be trying to run around the back of IG here. But IG in the meantime could just push into the center if they can see what A are doing. Marek sees them right now, and he's trying to alert his teammates of what's going on. Bombs is around to defend them, so is Deliveran. They're going to fight them behind there, but I think they could have moved on to the center in the meantime. Sphere not getting crossfired. Scar gets that early kill on Foams, and I think it's a nice move by A as they do start moving into the IG line. Scar with a double kill here, bringing down Deliveran too. But Triari fighting back with a headshot. 5 players on 5 here as Shimmer Fresh brings down Sphere in the meantime. One of them from Siphon as well as brings down, takes up Death down. Corridor knockdowns. Triari gets Beardface down 2. Blavanifar fighting back against Marek. But IG with a player advantage 4 against 3. Replica and Triari moving towards to help their teammates out. No one's raised the flag yet. 15 seconds left.
Oh, Triari, look to your left!
Replica gets a kill here, and Corey's going to move forward, get to the flag, dismount. But is Blavanifar going to get there in time? They've got to bring Blavanifar down. They've only got 2 seconds left to kill him.
Someone needs to kill Blavanifar!
It's going to be another round draw, I think. No, but they kill him just in time. And IG raise the flag, and they kill Shemefresh as well. IG just about got Blavanifar down. That's a big choke from Blavanifar. All he needs to do is hold his shield up and stay alive on the flag. He drops his block, and IG just take that round. And 5-3 is the score. IG, this could be the start of something special.
It's already special. It's moving on to getting to be wonderful.
And Blavanifar must be gutted about that, because I mean, it was so close to holding on to that draw for the team, and it would have been insane to have the 3rd draw of the match.
Much props to
IG
for surviving the onslaught around the corner of AE.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I mean, it was nice from AE, but they just seem to be having a hard time dealing with IG right now in the melee fights. Scar picked up a few kills there, but I mean, Triari's been absolutely wonderful as well. 5-0 for the guy. 5 kills in 2 rounds. Got himself some nice lamellar armor. This guy is an absolute German-made machine. And we know they're the best ones.
German war machine in one man.
And almost everything made in Germany is of high quality, and apparently includes their warband archers. There's Triari and Sphere doing some pretty impressive stuff right now. The Ruined Beardface not able to replicate it themselves, as neither of them are picking up kills here. Any kills here.
Unfortunate.
I mean, obviously the Vega archers are a bit stronger, but it's not too significant. Interesting that Triari's taking a Kurgit as well. For those of you looking for tips, Triari's using that Kurgit bow. Even on this pretty closed map. Sphere taking a strong bow too, so both of them taking like pretty heavy bows for the setting. I normally take a nomad bow on a small map like this, but they're obviously preferring that extra damage, or perhaps the sort of missile speed. Could be any of it. Nevertheless, IG are fighting back, doing pretty well in this set. Score is 3-5, and IG now overlooking the flag. The problem is this is a really hard flag to hold. Gonna have a clear plan here. IG actually, they're pushing. IG pushing right up forward into the alleyway, but A are moving forward fast and in numbers. I don't know if IG are really gathered up just yet. We have Triari coming in from the back, just straggling. Siphon looking pretty outnumbered here. They've got to back off and let A move into them, but do they really have enough players here to be prepared for it? A now seeing players on the back as well.
M again getting taken out before he could do anything.
Yeah, once again M, going down to an early headshot there. Perhaps lacking a little bit of awareness.
Now there is a dominant position here.
Yeah, we've got a fight going up in the marketplace as well. A getting the better of it as LaRue and Barry bring down Rebecca and Marek. The IG players decided to hold the back here. IG not down the flag up here in the meantime either. Sphere with a team kill on his German archer buddy Triari, and A are running away with this round now, 7 against 4. IG not able to hold the slow road. Barry the Hut, Beardface, Buddy Dad all getting kills. Sphere is the remaining player for IG. He's going to go down pretty soon as well. And Skull will be the person to deliver the finishing blow. 6-3 is the score for AE.
AE, we're not going to let the same thing happen here. Great flanking maneuver. They cleaned up on the flank.
Yeah, well, I mean, IG responded to it. They sent players to deal with them, but they just got cut up.
They got wrecked.
They got absolutely, they got wrecked, as you said. Barry the Hut, having some good impact there. And it's Deacon, another admin. Lots of admins here.
Barry the Hut. I love his name. Java the Hutt's cousin.
Barry. The plumber, he works on weekends. During the week he works on his remote control aeroplanes with his mate Paul. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Just forget that. It went ridiculous really fast. IG holding back once again in the same sort of area around that low road. They got to be aware that it did not work out for them in the first round. Holding that low road position.
So well, they gotta keep that. They gotta get a streak going, and they gotta hold on to it if they have hope for victory here.
But it's so hard though. I mean, as I mentioned, as always, this map has been designed to be almost uncampable. I mean, all the flag spawns are hard to camp. The spawns are hard to camp. There's not really. So you see teams kind of holding these in between spots where they think that they're slightly better. But I mean, there's so many entrances to this place as well. Neither of them are really particularly strong. I mean, wherever you are, you're kind of vulnerable to a push. IG hanging out in the graveyard though. AE, sorry, hanging out in the graveyard. At least a little bit of cover at the very least. Flag's going to spawn again here, and I think it's pretty important that IG win this. Bear in mind that if A win this, IG can only get a draw. Like, A have guaranteed themselves at least a draw if they win this round. After we had the 2 drawn rounds in the first set. 7 is all you need to guarantee yourself a draw. And 8 will be the win. Flag spawns in the middle again, and we see, teams a bit concerned.
A staying from graveyard to shoot from there.
A raising the ladder, but I think they're going to move right along this low road now. Straight into the back of the IG
Damn you,
team.
Corey, scouts them out.
Holding this corner, keeping a good eye on them. And IG sending players down there ready to move them, but A changing their mind. Actually going back up onto the center platform. M got to watch his head.
Yep, that's for sure. He's sitting on the bench. Maybe he's just going to wait there and watch the action unfold.
Yeah.
When the fighting first started in Sandy Bush, the people would come out to watch, kind of like in the Civil War, where they just send out, they'd go on a picnic on top of a hill that overlooks a fight.
Did they do that in the Civil War?
I think I read. I don't know. Maybe that's a romantic.
Like the American Civil War?
Version. I really think it was that stupid. I don't know. I'll
can't
get
say
back
Civil
to
War,
you
by the
on
way.
that.
Because we had a Civil War too in England.
Did they watch from hilltops?
No, they didn't. It was quite brutal, I think, really.
Oh yes, killing is always brutal.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but the crossfire. I'm still just kind of watching. The fighting's gonna get really.
The thing is, it's 30 seconds left, and no one's started raising the flag yet. A gonna rush onto it. Cypher gonna get there as well. Both teams gonna meet on the flag at the same time, and we could just see another draw around here. To be honest, I think we could really, definitely, like, very likely see that. Both teams just staying on the flag. We've got 20 seconds for this fight to break out. It's not enough time. I think it's not time for this to play out. I think we're just gonna see a draw. I don't really see what else is gonna happen unless.
A messy.
Oh, AE do drive IG off the flag right now. And Corey desperate to get in there. They do get some kills, but it's just gone the way of A. I think it's a mistake from IG. For some reason, they just let themselves get caught up in fights off the flag. The kills actually go pretty well for IG there. But A do secure themselves the draw there. With that win in that last round, and I think we could have seen that played better by IG.
I mean, they were just afraid, I think, and time
but they just,
pushed them to action.
All they had to do was because that fight was never going to end. All they had to do was get every single player of theirs on that flag. Like, no matter what, they couldn't have killed 8 players in like those 20 seconds. And any player that wasn't charging towards the flag or abandoning what they were doing, just running towards that flag, was making a mistake, I think.
Well, even then, like, if
I don't
they
like to be
just
too critical
dogpiled
of
the
the teams.
flag, it probably would have drawn. Like, there was no.
Yeah, but I mean, the win was already going away from them. Like, they had to hold on to the draw. I don't know. I mean, maybe they were gonna. If they wanted to go for the win, they shouldn't have left it till 30 seconds.
Yes,
to do
that's
anything
what
in the
I'm
round.
saying. Like, because if you leave it for that long, then the best you can hope for is a draw. But a draw is still a net negative when you're this far down. So you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
They really should have done something of anything. But I mean,
yeah,
AE was set up so wonderfully. Like, what do you do?
They know what they're doing. They had sort of 3 infantry there moving on coordinated fashion onto the flag.
Maybe they should have snaked around and cleared the grave and then.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well,
the open.
I think AE they were kind of fairly split up. Yeah, perhaps going for the grave would have worked. In any case,
nonetheless, coulda, shoulda, woulda. It is not enough. AE secure the definitive draw.
At the very least, it's now going to take IG to win every round of this last set. They're going to need a 4-0 here to get that draw. And that's a pretty tall order against a team like A.
Yes, it is very tall order.
Perhaps the tallest order. One of the tallest orders in Warband. It's like the Great Lance of orders.
Absolutely gargantuan order. The list is so long, you need extra sheets just to write it down.
They've got like whole offices, huge warehouses in China of people memorizing these orders. Because they're just so tall.
The list is just so long that things get lost. That's why shirts don't get shipped. Just the orders are too big. But yeah, the magnitude of what IG is facing here. I mean, they're facing AE and they're also facing AE's brilliant 6 cav, never before seen strategy here. Or well, actually, Kurwa kind of used it.
Kurwa did? Yeah.
You told me that it was available prior to this.
Yeah, they did. Kurwa did demonstrate last night. But I don't know, they didn't quite do it in the same way that A did. I don't think not with the same kind of predatory prowess. And I don't think that Legend put the same kind of resistance, so we're certainly seeing a higher level of play here. The thing is, can IG do this? Do you think that, from what you've seen, IG have a chance of making this happen?
4 in a row? I mean, I always hope teams put a round on AE and best them, but it usually never ends up happening.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's kind of like being held up on a date or something with the same person time and time again, eventually they're not gonna show up. I'm not gonna put on my suit and bring these flowers anymore. They never come.
Wait, E-Man, do you wear a suit and bring flowers to dates?
The first day creeps the hell out of the way. But I personally just think that, hey, I want to show my best foot forward. Here, take these roses. I put some daisies in there, some daffodils. But I'm always sitting there sniffing them alone. So, whatever.
Well, I hope your love life improves. Perhaps you can write some poetry.
I bring that too. I have my book of poetry on hand. So I can quote that to them when they arrive. I got all these plans, but it doesn't work out. That's how I feel when I watch AE games.
Well, it's a shame that you can't find a true romantic to be passionate towards and about.
It's a shame I can't find a team that dethrones AE. Are they out there? They're out there somewhere. Last time it was almost Korwa who would take such a task.
I think people are saying that would say that it's still Korwa who are the ones with the biggest chance of doing it. A pretty mad at, so they just say he just copies A tactics, which he kind of does. But and also leaks into IG.
I think after today, many a crew are going to adopt the 6 cav.
Yeah, certainly. And it'd be interesting to see like which divisions it's being picked up in as well. Like if it trickles down to Division B and C.
Oh, Division C, I don't know if they'll pick up the 6 cav.
Yeah, I bet we see at least one 6 cav in Division C. Maybe WK, because WK are like American and they always play cav on different maps anyway. They just love it. They have 6 good cav to play with as well.
Well, whatever's going to happen is going to go down very soon because teams are almost ready.
Yeah, they're just, yeah, it's restarting life, so let's get into this.
Just a moment.
Oh, God. Whoops.
Score is 3-7.
3-7, yep.
All right, in the final set of the IG versus IE scuffle.
Yeah, we have AE players sitting back in spawn for the time being. Dropping some scimitars for each other. Actually, one of them remaining untaken. I'm sure they'll fix that. Maybe Mitchell will go take it. There he does. That was just sitting in the spawn though. Even though I think these spawns are not campable.
It's safe.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's not safe, but they are going to move out anyway towards the graveyard now. IG push up the low road, so these teams are going to meet each other anytime soon. Chari are going to abandon the graveyard as well, with Corey just watching his back, making sure he gets away safely. Corey comes in there, does smash the shield of Anders. That's a nice move from Corey there. Showing the pro that he is. It's always nice to just get that little couch dance, get rid of that shield. Make sure he's vulnerable to the archers. And IG not going to mess around, yeah. IG are hungry, they just want to get into this graveyard
this
right now.
This is perfect. IG, I love what you're doing. You got to do something different, and they got to be bold if they want to take 4 rounds. So
Rempica raising that ladder, yeah, and are IG just going to go in for this?
IG, they're starting. They're going to get the first round right here.
AE are going to push out in their usual style, and they actually managed to bring the ladder down as well. IG now under quite a lot of pressure. Rempica trying to raise that flag, trying to get space to do so. Does get it back up again, and it's been up and down so far in this round. Bear in mind that Mitchell is still sitting up on the top of that.
Ooh, Azan is getting
that staircase.
peppered. Oh, Azan's
Dry, brilliant
down.
shot, bury the hut there. Anders takes down Sphere though, in immediate response. And Chari with a second shot here, and Chari has been so crucial for IG so far. Absolute star of the team. We have a fight going on another ladder right now. M and Bloody Death fighting out.
Ooh, damn you, Corey, little cheeky stab.
Skull into the fray now.
Oh my
Brilliant
God!
kill from Corey, and Anders takes down Scar, and a horrible team kill. Marek takes down Bloody Death in the meantime. Bloody Death did get a kill on Deliverun before that. Back and forth, but Corey finding the kill on Mitchell. And IG going to take this round, looks like, with a good start into this final set. Peter, the last remaining player. If anyone can bring down 5 IGs in an insane fashion, it's Peter, but I still think he's going to do it. Wonderful.
Oh my
almost a kill on Corey
goodness!
there, but
A
beautiful
good
shot on Chari.
saves, damn you, Corey.
Yeah, denies in that pick off there, and I think that's perhaps going to be the end for him.
Even those little things are so essential if IG really want to accomplish his dream. Because right now, I mean, it was a pipe dream. Now it's becoming reality. They got the first round.
Yeah. And who's to say if they win one, they can't win all of them? Jari going to be taking 3-0 so far in that first round.
They also have so many players alive and healthy with some money.
They're going to start. I think they're going to try and trap Peter as well. Now in this, they've got bamboo spears on either entrance to the graveyard. Foms might even move off the flag just to make sure they take down his horse. This is quite an important thing. They want to make sure they bring his horse down. Because otherwise he could perhaps switch to cab. Oh no, I think he's looking at he can't do anything.
Oh no, he does do something! He breaks free! Ha ha ha! He laughs as he jumps away.
I think they want to move off that flag. Foms does, so they can actually kill Peter's horse. No, they're just going to raise it, but I think this is a mistake here, and maybe they've not communicated that properly, because I think with Peter keeping that horse alive, he could actually buy a better horse now, perhaps even a heavy one in the next round, and that's could be a big concern there, and it's a mistake for.
I think, yeah, Peter now has a very,
Peter's got the heavy horse, and
nice
that's a big mistake from IG there. They have plenty of time left. If they moved off the flag there, they probably still would have won the round. Foams just sat there raising it like kind of an idiot, to be honest.
Well, no, I mean, you could fault the guy raising. I fault all the gentlemen in the graveyard who allowed Peter to escape.
Yeah, I suppose so. It's just the fault of the team, and that you got 5 players on one, and they let him get that heavy horse. It's a blunder.
Oh!
I mean, it's not the end of the world. Yeah.
Just got. Oh, he's almost dead. He has.
I think did he get shot in the head? He probably got shot in the head. I think there. Brutal stuff. But that's what you get.
IG doing great work. Keeping
yeah, the
up
IG
the
archers
offensive.
They look fantastic, and we talk about LaRue a lot, but the archers I certainly think have been. Well, they've been the stars for IG.
I think AE
so far,
are now pushing. They don't really want IG to contest the ladder anymore.
No. I think that's where they're vulnerable. And they've got Mitchell up above as well. But he's on low health. Jari's going to be harassing him. Oh, Anders has managed to find space on the raisable ladder there. And Anders with a brilliant crossfire here with Mitchell. Remka does go up on this staircase though to keep Mitchell out.
Yep, Mitchell's out of commission.
Peter coming in with that heavy horse though.
And
gets a kill immediately. Peter is a big threat here for AE. Already causing problems. And yeah, kills flying in for AE right now. They're going to be seeing out the match, it looks like. Poor old IG.
Poor old
going to be going down eventually.
Getting screwed over from the mistake that was allowing Peter to survive.
Yeah, I think that was a big impact there as well. I mean, obviously it was a whitewash. You can't put it all down to that. But realistically, it's a big mistake from IG, and not one you want to make when you're trying to get the biggest comeback of all time. The final score we do see it as 8-4. Don't go anywhere. We're definitely gonna have an interview. I think LaRue has. He's not playing right now, so he should be able to come in and talk to us for a little bit. But congratulations to AE. Absolutely fantastic play. As per usual.
If only IG realized the importance of that horse.
And a lot of money won on that betting thread. Because a lot of people were putting money on IG there. Obviously not.
Well, you don't win as much if there aren't that many people to bet against.
I put money on AE, sorry. Well, yeah, no, the thing is you do make money because they're just betting with the house. It's like there's a betting thread where people can bet against Dasvi. But Dasvi gave like far too good odds.
The odds should not be that high on an AE, man.
Yeah, no, the odds were way too high. But well, I've won my bet at least, so as long as Nameless being in position, then I'm pretty flush. Do stick around. We're gonna bring in LaRue as soon as we can. I'm just gonna get in touch with him now. So, what do you think of that match? I thought it was pretty damn entertaining.
I think that was a good one. That was as close as an AE match can get.
Well, we're going to be having some words about that in week 6.
Let them. I hope they're strong words.
I'm looking forward to it, yeah. And Kuro versus IG next week's going to be really interesting as well.
I'll freshen up my poetry, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Oh, a poetic reading from you would be absolutely wonderful. I got to say that. Guys, start tweeting in now with your questions for LaRue.
Do we have any tweets about the match? Let's see here.
No, it's been a little bit quiet on the Twitter today. You've just been watching so intently on the streams, which we are very happy about. It's been a very high viewer count tonight. In comes LaRue, and we can move to the interview screen in just a second.